You guys, I am so excited. I could barely hold my peace. Oh my God, I just had the best dream ever. And this wasn't even like a dream. It was more or less of what I call like a glimpse. You see it really quick and then it's gone away. But it was the strangest thing ever because Jesus was with me. Like, he was totally listening to me. Like, when I woke up, he was still with me, listening to me, and put me right back in the dream. I woke up and instantly started pulling pictures. It is literally 1 something in the morning right now, and I had to share this. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So the dream starts, and I'm in church, and it looks like we're at like this huge revival, right? The reason why I say revival, I'll explain that later. But anyway, we're at church, and the place is packed from the front to the back, like it's super ultra crowded. And I look up, and Jesus is on the mic, and he reaches down and he says to a lady. There was a lady in the crowd. She was a black lady, looked like she weighed about a good 600 to 800 pounds, and he reaches his hand down and he says to the lady, I'll tell you what, why don't you come and go to heaven with us? And this lady takes out running like she's on The Price is Right. You know how when he calls their name and they just start screaming and they go running down the aisles? This lady takes off running down the aisles like that. And I could see Jesus was showing me what was going to happen. I saw what would happen before it happened. She's running down the aisle, right? And I knew that soon as she reached to touch his hand, she instantly went back to her normal weight. She instantly dropped back down to look like she was like 100 and something pounds. It was instantaneously. She went back to her normal weight. And so I woke up, I started fangirling. I was going crazy because I was completely losing it because I was saying all my life of dreaming. And I've literally been having these dreams since I was 10 years old. And I just turned 49 July the 7th. And I was going so crazy. I was saying, God, oh my God, oh my God, does this mean what I think it means? I said, Jesus, all my life of dreaming, I've never once seen you in the mic in church. It's usually always been me or it's always been another person. I never physically saw Jesus on a mic ever in my entire life of dreaming, except until right now. So I kept saying, Jesus, does this mean what I think it means? Does it mean you're gonna do a revival? Does it mean you finna a revival in church? I was like, oh my God. And now I'm completely woke, guys, and this is me woke, not sleep anymore. I'm saying you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. If this means what I think it means, if it means what I think it means, Jesus, you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. Please do it one more time. And instantly, boom, even in the midst of all that excitement, I was back asleep again and I was back in church again. And I saw this time Jesus did not speak any words. He just leaned down and he reached his hand, and it was a young Asian man. Looked like he was about 23, somewhere up in there. And Jesus just reached down and took his hand, and that was the end of that. And the reason why that is important, over in Asia, they're not allowed to accept Jesus Christ into their life. They have to go down to these underground churches, so that was like a really big deal. And I believe I asked the Lord, I said, if this means what I think it means, if you're going to have a massive revival in the land, do it one more time. Put me back in this dream. And he put me back in that dream. And I'm telling you guys, it seemed like it lasted a long time, but it didn't last a long time. It was like a glimpse. The best way I can explain this, it was like inside the dream, I was outside of time. So it seemed like I was there for a long time. But in reality, I knew that it was just a glimpse. It was like I was experiencing both times simultaneously. Like I knew in reality, this is just happening like in a split second. I'm seeing this, but inside the dream, while I was dreaming, it seemed like I was there actually in a real revival. I was witnessing everything as it was taking place. It was just so cool. And I want to say this before I forget. The reason why it was so significant about Jesus lifting up this young Asian man is because I was shown from the perspective of Jesus. I saw through Jesus' eyes that Jesus was up above this young man, and this young man was down low. And he was so low that Jesus had to bend his back and lift and stretch out his arm to pull this young man up out. It's like he was pulling him up out of a hole or a pit or something like that, or a very low place. That's the perfect word. So not pit, but a very low place. And Jesus pulled this young man up, and that just means the world to me, because no matter where you at, no matter how high, no matter high low, no matter what the circumstances is, Jesus will come meet you where you at. He will pull you up out of a low place, and bring you with him. God, I'm so excited, guys. I'm just, oh my God, I'm literally just over the moon right now. I give all praises and honor to God for his love for us, how he will never leave us nor forsake us. I give all praises to God for taking us to heaven with him. This wasn't just the typical revival. This was a revival where Jesus was taking people back to heaven. He said to the lady, how about you come and go to heaven with us? Like, I'm not gonna leave you. Come on, come to go with us. This revival was to get people heaven bound. It was not, I'm gonna fix you up and get you all right, and then I'm gonna leave. No, this was I'm taking you back with me, like a right now type of thing. And that's why I'm so excited. I love God, and I just had to share this with y'all. Amen.